Hi, I'm Mary McKay, and welcome back to another episode of Positive Talks with Mary. On my video I posted on Thursday, we talked about waiting on God's timing and not your own. So if you ever feel like you're in a place in your life where things just aren't necessarily going the way you want them to go, or they're not going the pace you want things to go, make sure to check it out because you'll discover that God does have a plan and a purpose for your life, and He is just waiting on the absolute perfect time to reveal His wondrous plan to you. And I'll link it in the description below if you want to check it out. But anywho, let's get to today's topic, and we are going to be talking about trusting God in the difficult times. And I feel like every day, I see on the news or I see on social media that there's just so many bad things happening. People have lost loved ones, they have health problems, their marriages are falling apart, there's problems going on in their family life and in their jobs. And sometimes it can just sort of seem like a never-ending cycle of bad news. And you know how the saying goes, if it's not one thing, it's another. And I have been saying that recently as well. And you might just be asking yourself, like, gosh, is life ever going to get better? Am I ever going to see the light at the end of the tunnel? And unfortunately, life is very unpredictable. There are going to be very good times in your life, and there are going to be very hard times. And the times when life just seems to go so well, and you feel like you're maybe on top of the world, and then just like suddenly, out of the blue, reality happens. Life throws you a curveball, and it feels like it slaps you in the face, and you're just like, ugh. And like almost immediately, the panic and the worry and the fear and the stress just like starts to set in. And it's so easy to trust God when everything is going so well. But when things become a little bit hard and the waters become rough around you, it's a little bit harder to trust God. And when life just seems unsteady and there's so much uncertainty around you, that is the most important and the best time to just like put all your trust in Him. And you can trust God in who He says He is, what He says He can do, and what He promised us. And the Bible says in Hebrews 13:5, I will never fail you and I will never abandon you. And if Jesus said that, well then it is 100% the truth. He never lies. He is never going to break His promise. And even though life is really hard right now and it may seem that it may never change, I guess all I can tell you is go to God. You got to give Him your problems. You have to talk to Him. Tell Him what's on your mind. Tell Him about your troubled heart. Tell Him about what's keeping you up at night. And it's sort of like when you go to your best friend, you call them up on the phone or you go by their house and you're like, I got to tell you about all this stuff going on in my life, these things that are bothering me. And see, more than likely you're going and you're talking to that person because you trust them. Well, see, the thing is, and the difference is that God, He is so much reliable than your most trusted friend. He is never going to lead you astray. He's never going to give you bad advice. I mean, He has all the answers. He knows literally everything in the whole entire world, and go to Him. And it's great that you talk to your friends, but it's more important that you talk to God about your problems because He's going to help you. He's going to give you those answers that you're looking for. And your friend, well, they might not necessarily have the right answers for you, but God does. And, you're not bothering Him. You're not making Him upset that you come to Him worried and teary-eyed and sad and needing help. He wants you to come to Him. He wants you to give Him your troubled heart. He wants you to lay all of those worries and fears down at His feet and let Him carry them. Let Him carry those burdens. And He says that in 1 Peter 5:7, give all of your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. And He does care about you. I mean, I have never in my life met anybody who cares about me as much as God does. I mean, he sacrificed his whole entire life, not just for me, but for the whole entire world. And I know personally in my own life, like, I do not deserve a love as deserving and as meaningful as that is. And if that's not love, and if that doesn't show that he cares, well, then there's nothing that'll ever show that somebody cares as much as that. See, the thing is that difficult time that you're in right now, this hardship, all this fear around you, it's going to pass, because God is 100% capable of healing your marriage. He can mend your family back together. That job that you lost, no big deal. Don't worry about it, because God can open the door for a better new job. You know, if you're looking for answers for health problems, he can heal you. He can do all of that. He is the provider of life. He's the creator of life. And, you know, I heard someone one time say that God is not limited to human means. And, you know, that sort of sat with me for a long time, because what seems impossible to us, that there's no way out, that there is no answer, our small or our problem that seems very big to us is a very tiny, minute problem to God. And he can do exceedingly and abundantly more in your life than you ever thought possible. And he is a miracle worker, and he has unlimited resources. He has unlimited wealth. And that mountain that you're facing right now, he can move it, and you can face it together. And, you know, I used to think that, this is sort of crazy, but, you know, I used to think that God only performed miracles in the Bible, but, like, miracles are all around us. You have to trust in him. And, you know, like, if he can heal the blind and he can bring the dead back to life, he can solve that problem in your life, because he is the King of all kings, and he sits on the throne in heaven. And, you know, he wants to do amazing and great things in our life, but you have to trust in him. You have to believe in him, and you have to call out to him. Give him your worries, give him your fears, and watch him change your life for the better, because you don't have to struggle forever. You don't have to have the answers yourself, because if you think that you're going to find all the answers yourself, you're never going to find them. And you're going to continue to go down a road of hardship, of struggle, of uncertain times. But with God on your side, there's like nothing that can stop you. There's nothing that can stand against you with him on your side. So call out to him and literally put all of your trust into him, and just watch your life change for the better. And I want to see your life change for the better as well. And it can happen, and it's going to happen. Don't worry that you're always going to be in this dark time, in this hard time, because it's going to pass, and God's going to work great things out in your life. I know it. You just have to believe it too. And I think that this is it for today's episode on trusting God in the difficult times. And I really hope that this helped you. I hope it helped you discover that things are going to get better, and that impossible situation to you is nothing to him. And he can find those medical answers that you're looking for. He could open new doors for you. And when there doesn't seem like there's a door, he can create one. And I have honestly just been so excited about this channel and the things that are going on here. And I really hope that these messages are helpful and they're inspiring and uplifting, and I would love to hear from you. So make sure to comment below your thoughts. Let me know some things that's going on in your life, and what you thought about this, or if there's topics that you would like for me to talk about. I would love to know. I would love to connect with you. Well, make sure to like and subscribe below and press the bell button so you will be notified on all the videos coming out and all the things that we're doing on this channel. And you can also follow my Instagram page. It's just called Positive Talks with Mary. I'm getting into this whole Instagram thing, so I'm a little slow on the posting, but I'm gonna get there. So make sure to follow it, and I'll have a new video out on Thursday. So I'll see you then. Have a wonderful day.